Hey everyone, I'm Joe, and I'm an IT specialist here at Nagios. And in today's video, I'll be going over how to monitor your Cisco Meraki switches using our brand new Cisco Meraki Wizard and Nagios XI. With our new Cisco Meraki Wizard, you can monitor all of your Cisco Meraki switches with just a few clicks. It provides real-time visibility into network performance, helping identify and resolve issues before they impact users. Let's dive right into today's video. This video is going to be recorded in Neptune theme, but if you skip halfway through the video or towards the end of the video, we will switch over to modern theme. The first thing we can do on Nagios XI is head to the left side of your screen, hover over the gear icon, and then click on Configuration Wizards. From here, using the search bar, we can look up Meraki, and then the Meraki switch wizard will populate. We can click on it and start our steps for monitoring your Meraki switches. We can monitor our Meraki switches by using two different methods. We can either use the Meraki API key found on a Meraki Cloud account, or you can use the manual configuration. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to use the Meraki API key. The first step we want to do is enter your Meraki API key. After you do that, you can click Get Switch Info. This gets all the switches you have under that API key under your Cisco Meraki account. As we can tell, two of my switches popped up. From left to right, we can see the name, the IP address, the MAC address, the serial, the model, the SNMP version, and then lastly, the SNMP info. If you want to monitor specific switches, make sure that the checkbox on the very left side is checked. For demo purposes today, I will be monitoring both of these switches. You can either click Deselect All or Select All if you don't want to manually go through every single one of your switches. Down below, we have our monitoring options. Starting at the top, we have the interface reference style, which controls how Nagios identifies and labels the interfaces it monitors on the switch. Down below, we have the monitoring scheme, which defines what data Nagios will collect about each interface. Beneath the monitoring scheme setting, we can either decide if we want to scan our interfaces and/or administratively down interfaces. Lastly, we have our default values. These numbers are completely customizable and personal preference, but the default is always a strong route to go. We can see that we have warning thresholds and critical thresholds. When the input or output rate hits that percentage of the warning, you will get a warning notification. Same thing goes for critical. After this page is configured to your liking, we can click Next. When we click Next, we get a ton of information. Starting at the top, we can choose if you want to monitor ping or not. Down below, we have our bandwidth and port status. This gives our port name, port description, port alias, max speed, service description, and bandwidth. On the very right side, we have our port status as well. Also, we can see that we have a black banner with an IP address. This shows us the differences between what switch is what. If I scroll down, we can see another black banner with a different IP address. This is the second switch that I'm going to be monitoring. This basically differentiates what switch is what, so you don't mix up your ports or anything that you are going to be monitoring. On the right side, we have our rate in with warning threshold, rate out with warning threshold, our rate in with a critical threshold, and our rate out with a critical threshold as well. To the very right of that, we can decide what type of metrics we want, whether it's gigabytes, megabytes, etc. After this page is fully configured to your liking, we can scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and click Next. Here we have some check interval settings. Starting at the top, under normal circumstances, Nagios XI will monitor the host and service every 5 minutes. This number is completely customizable to your liking. Down below, we have, when a potential problem is first detected, Nagios XI will recheck the host and service every 1 minute up to 5 times before sending a notification. If you have a higher priority host, we recommend lowering the numbers. But keep in mind, if you have lower numbers and a tighter check interval, this will be a higher load on your Nagios XI server. After this page is configured to your liking, we can click Next. Here we have some notification settings. Nagios will automatically send a notification immediately, but you can either turn notifications off completely or wait a certain amount of time before getting sent a notification. We can click Next again after this page is configured. On this page, we have our host groups, service groups, and parent hosts, which out of all three of these, you can define where your host belongs to. For demo purposes today, I will be leaving this completely empty. We can click Next again, and finally, we can click Finish and Apply. As we can tell, our configuration applied successfully. Let's now go and check our hosts and verify that everything is working correctly. As we can tell, both of our switches are up. If we click on our host, aka our switches, we can head into our services and verify each one of our ports. This is the portion of the video where we will be in modern theme that I will be showing you how to monitor your Cisco Meraki switches using the Cisco Meraki wizard. When you're on Nagios XI in modern theme, keep in mind, we can head to the top of the page, hover over Configure, and then click on Configuration Wizards. From here, using the search bar on the left side, we can search up Meraki, and the Meraki switch wizard will populate. Let's click on it. The steps are the exact same as Neptune theme. We have our API key, our interface reference style, our monitoring scheme. We can either scan interfaces, administratively down interfaces, and then we have our default values of our input rate, our output rate, with both having warning thresholds and critical thresholds. Keep in mind that these numbers for each of your warning and critical thresholds are customizable to your preference. And then lastly, we have our default port speed. If you don't want to use the Meraki API, you can always use the manual configuration of your switch. Again, today I will be using the Meraki API. I'm going to paste my API key and then click Get Switch Info. As we can tell, using my API key, 2 Meraki switches popped up, which these are the 2 switches that I have in my network. They're automatically selected, so I will automatically have them monitored. I do not need to do anything else regarding this. If you have any other configurations that you want to change on the page, change those first, and then scroll to the very bottom and click Next. When we click Next, we get the exact same page with a whole ton of information. Starting at the top, we have our services, which includes ping. Down below, we have our port name, our port description, our port alias, max speed, service description, bandwidth, and then to the very right, we have our port status. As we can tell, I have this black banner here with an IP address. This defines what switch all these ports belong to. If I scroll down, we will find another black banner, and this entails that this is the second switch out of the 2. For demo purposes, I will be leaving all of this default as all of the metrics are perfect for what my needs are. If we scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, we can see there's a next button. We can click it. Here we have our check interval settings. Starting at the top, Under normal circumstances, Nagios XI will monitor the host every 5 minutes. This number is totally customizable to your liking. The next setting is, when a potential problem is very first detected, Nagios XI will recheck the host and services every 1 minute up to 5 times before sending a notification. The default values are very, very good. Except if you have a higher priority host, you are more than welcome to lower the default values. Keep in mind, lowering the default values for any of these settings will add a higher load to your Nagios XI server. After this page is configured, we can click Next. Here we have some notification settings. The default for Nagios XI is to send a notification immediately, but you can either turn notifications off completely by clicking the Do Not Send Any Notifications, or by choosing this very bottom box, you can wait a certain amount of time before sending a notification. After this page is configured to your liking, we can click Next. Here we have some host groups, service groups, and parent host. I'm going to leave this default just for demo purposes, and we can click Next after this page is configured to your liking. We can click Finish and Apply to add our new configuration. And as we can tell, our configuration applied successfully. We now can go verify everything regarding our wizard. As we can tell, both of my hosts are up. I'm going to click on one, head over to the services, and verify all of my services. And that's it. Simple, efficient, and very easy to set up and configure. I hope everyone is able to get to monitoring their Cisco Meraki switches. For any more information and or assistance regarding it, you can visit us at support.nagios.com. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment for any more videos you'd like to see regarding Nagios products. As always, thanks for watching, and keep on monitoring.